to tonight's Spotlight Hour, which is Cherrim Sunshine Cherrim. So it's actually going to be half decent, given that it is actually a shiny. I wasn't sure whether or not it was going to be shiny, but it is. So that's actually really good. So welcome in, guys. How you all doing today? Miss Murder, Pokebuzz, Lachlan, welcome. Hopefully some more will drop in soon. So our hour has just started. We will chuck on an incense for tonight, given that we want to try and maximize as many encounters as possible. Hey, God, Negan, welcome in. How are you doing? So we'll start off with our very first one. It is not shiny. So unfortunately, the shiny for this is a very average shiny. It looks pretty much exactly the same as the normal one. So that is, yeah, not great. But at least it's a shiny that we can hunt. So it's better than no shiny. So how's everybody going today? How have you been over the last few days? Let's just switch. No worries, dude. How did everybody end up doing on your community days? How many shinies did everybody end up with? How much candy, all that sort of stuff? How many evolutions did you get? I saw quite a lot of people actually get hundos on the weekend as well, so it seems like they were actually boosting the odds of the hundos, maybe. Because, yeah, there was quite a few. This one's going to be one of those ones where I'm not going to notice that it's a shiny until it... And I forgot my Go Plus as well, of course. Anyway, I pulled up here before, and the whole car park's full, and it's like almost nighttime outside. So it's just like, why is there so many people here? And it looks like there's some sort of sporting thing going on, which doesn't really make sense because I mean that's not really a sporting area. Oh, you on the big screen? Nice. I'm doing good, Pokebuzz. How are you doing? Alrighty, so we've checked all of these little dudes. None of them are shiny, so let's get moving. Today's bonus is double catch XP as well, so if you guys are interested in stocking up XP, today is a great day to do that. Chunk on your star pieces and your lucky eggs, rather. That's the one I'm thinking of. Your lucky eggs. But how are you doing today, Pokebuzz? Alright, got my keys, everything. Beautiful. Oh, actually, got my water just in case. Just in case. It's not really that windy. I don't think I'm going to really need a hat today. I will just put my hood on if it gets too cold. Alright. Hey, Aiden, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Alright, there is a ton of people up here, so we're just going to walk through a huge group. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, now we're through all the people. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what's going on. It looks like they might be doing a running thing, because it is a trail, so they must have been doing long distance running or something like that. But we're out of the crowd now, so we can start concentrating on this and not having to dodge people. That's the only reason why I wasn't really paying attention on clicking on anything, because I was having to dodge people. Is it already? Yes. So 3 past 6 for me, guys. So our Spotlight Hour has started. We have a brand new shiny to hunt, which is nice. I love it when we actually have a shiny that I need during Spotlight Hour. Best thing about Spotlight Hour? Well, if there's a new shiny like there is tonight, that is the best thing. It gives you a chance to actually get that new shiny. But if there's no shiny available, it depends on the bonus. Some days, some Spotlight Hours can just be poo all around and there's nothing that you can sort of salvage out of it. But then days with the double catch candy or double catch Stardust and all that sort of stuff, they're usually good days. Yes, JCL, there is. I was unsure of it, but since the start of the sustainability event, since Cherry is now shiny, so is Cherrim. So you can actually get yourself a shiny Cherrim. So that's what we're going to try and do tonight. get ourselves our happy little dancing flower. Shiny little dancing flower. You're not so sure? Evolution, no confirmation, so probably not. I did read on Dextro and stuff like that supposedly it is shiny. Because it doesn't really class as... I mean, it's an evolution, but there's 2 Cherrims that evolve from Cherubi sort of thing, so it should hopefully be shiny. I read that it was, guys. Just before I got the stream together earlier today, I read that it was available, so we're going with it. You're doing okay, you guess. Only played the first one. And the game wasn't working, and your life's a mess. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to... You should never smash your phone or anything like that to take, you know... I know what it's like, but now that you need a new phone, so... But that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, so I was reading earlier today that it is available as a shiny, so it should be. Like, I wasn't sure. See, this is why I'm not catching them, because they're a pain in the ass to freaking catch it. I'm not giving them Ultra Balls. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, see, no. Off you go. If you're going to be like that, I'm not going to bother catching you, bruh. You have red iPhone 30. Okay, nice. I'm going to have to turn my stuff on already. There we go. It's flashlight season already. Oh, I've been getting so many invites to... Not now. After, guys. So yeah, I'll be hosting tomorrow for Landorus. Getting ourselves some more Landorus. One I can actually catch. Don't be difficult. You're also joining the stream from your iPad as well. Okay, nice. Good. Off you go. Flex. No, I don't think he was trying to flex. You have a Wingull raid, and you're telling me this why? You may as well have just told me that you have hemorrhoids, because they're about worth the same amount, bro. Hemorrhoids and Wingulls, cut from the same cloth. Am I hyped for Theory and Landorus? Yeah. I mean, it's so-so. It's not the greatest Pokemon in the world, so... But it's a shiny. It's a lot better than the Tapus, so... Yes. I'm more excited for it than I was the Tapus, that's for sure. I might want it. No. No, I do not want a Seagull raid. A Seagull, I mean, it basically is a Seagull raid. A Wingull raid. No, I do not want one, thank you. See what we get. Non-shiny Cherubi, unfortunately. Trainers to celebrate the milestone of Pokemon Go Battle League joining the yearly championship lineup. Cherrim will be featured in Pokemon Cherrim rather. No, it's not going to... Wait, it's not in June's Com Day, is it? I know that they announced next month's Com Day, but I don't think they announced June's Com Day. $27 IVs, 27 CP rather, let's go. If it's low IVs, I'll catch it. Just because they're easy to catch, but if not, it's a pain in the ass. Do I want hemorrhoids instead? Oh, no. You do realise that we all have hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are just a natural thing that every person actually has. It's what holds your poop in. Just so you know that. It's when you get infected hemorrhoids is when they become. But yes, everybody actually has them at all times. Just so you guys know. So I suppose, yes, I would prefer them, because if I didn't have them, my pants would be pretty messy all the time. Cool hammies. That's too far, Lachlan. We're not talking about those types of things. We're talking about hammies. Chris Hemsworth. Message, exclamation, stop, if you want to stop receiving these messages. The veiny orifice. That sounds interesting. It's the next installment of the Harry Potter series. Banana hairy man indeed. You never know, it could be a hairy banana man. But that just sounds like something completely different. My man with the sense of humor. Exclamation. Eggplant. What were you expecting that to have? Like, I'm interested. What was the thought process there? It's like, what were you hoping was going to happen? All of a sudden, it just starts raining eggplants. It's just like, yes! Eggplant shower. 28 CP is a potential hundo. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Ready to pop a lot of Cherrims today. Oh, yeah. Popping Cherrims and making them smile. You're hoping it was a command that would make you happy. Just instant happiness. It's like you just put that in and suddenly you just get an injection of like some sort of happy drug. It's just like, serotonin. A big injection of dopamine straight into... Am I interested in that bud? As long as it's shiny. Click it. Click it. Click it. Click it. I really hope that these are shinies. Like, I read that it was supposed to be a shiny, so I'm going with it. But you watch, it'll turn out that it didn't end up being a shiny, unfortunately. We'll see. I just feel it's it's weird because it's one of those Pokemon that all three of them, like Cherubi and both Cherrims and that, spawn in the wild quite regularly. So it's not really separated by its evolutions. So it's, yeah, in my opinion, it's a different type of evolution-y Pokemon. So I'm hoping that it's going to be shiny. I guess we'll see. If I don't end up with a shiny, that's no guarantee that they're not shiny. It just means that I didn't get one, so I'll have to keep an eye on the Twitter and all that sort of stuff to see if anybody... Or it might even be, if anybody knows New Zealanders, it's like, hey, do you know if anybody reported any of these in New Zealand? Because that would probably help. Because they would know. Because theirs would be finished by now. Nothing on the Sylph Road. Then maybe they won't be. Like, I clearly read that they were going to be shiny. Let's put my 100% Oranguru in there. I got that the other day. Yesterday, I went out to do finish off the sustainability quest because I still had to do it to get the Gloom and the Weeping Bell. So I went out, chucked one lure down, and then, yeah, that was like the first thing that popped up off the lure. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. So yeah, I got myself 100% Oranguru. And then the very last thing that spawned off the lure was the Gloom that I needed. I ended up getting 3 Weeping Bells in a row. And then, yeah, the very last thing that spawned off the lure was a Gloom. So I was like, yep, sweet, one lure, one and done. So instead of struggling, because I saw that some people were having to do, 7+ mossy lures just to be able to get the last 2 Pokemon that they needed to finish off and a lot of people didn't end up getting it. So I think Niantic really stuffed up with that one. They needed to make them a lot easier to get. You took it that far, thinking it wouldn't be. Take it further. Boy, was I wrong. You do remember which chat you're in there. My first ever will be called Avocado. Let's hope not. These things are so annoying to catch. Last 5 hundos have been normal types, somehow. I think it's just because normal types spawn so much more often than other types. So you just come across them more often. So the chances of you getting a shiny one, a hundo one. That would be my explanation. Based on Pokebuzz's profile pic, it's already a sign he does it. Okay. Guys, just because it's dark outside, it doesn't mean... Family friendly, come on. Guess we should catch some of these, shouldn't we? I got bugs all over me. If it's not flies during the summertime, it's stupid little bugs running all over my screen during the wintertime. I just flew up my nose. Ugh, that's horrible. Go away, bug. Stop flying into my freaking face, please. I will murder you. Miss Murder will show me how to get away with it as well. So don't test me. Snort it, no. I'm not Ozzy Osbourne, okay? He did that. Not like flying bugs, but he snorted ants. This is weird. He also bit the head off several different animals. Not just a bat. Did it to pigeons and stuff like that as well. Caught a shiny yet? No. We're not really sure whether or not the shiny is available. I read that it was going to be available, but that wasn't an official source. Oh my god, bug, stop flying into my freaking eyes. So we don't actually know. I'm hoping that it is going to be shiny. Insanity, self-defense, or provocation. Can I play it all three just to cover my bases? I was insanely self-defending myself and I was provoked. So, yeah. That works, yeah. Sure, why not? There's a first for everything. Jimmy ends up live stream because of the bugs. No, I'm just going to end up being eaten by the bugs on the live stream, and it's just going to be like a bug wrapping up the stream. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for joining in tonight's stream. Jimmy won't be back tomorrow to host for Raid Hour. We apologize for that. Yeah, bye. You mean the jury will probably laugh at you, but you could go for it. Who said there's going to be a jury? They're only going to laugh at me if they're still alive. But if we murder the jury as well, yeah, that'll work. Works for the mafia. Transfer. Even the bugs know. Nah, they're just hoping that I'm going to get a shiny too. They're all just hanging out for those shinies. 10 shinies, 5 hundos, all caught on your Queensland trip. Nice, man. That's a pretty good haul. Bug. Fought my nose again. Stop doing that. It's not a cave, okay? You can't live there. Only fingers and tissues go in there, okay? And occasionally doctors' implements. I'm not wearing a mask. Maybe I should be. Maybe that would help if I was wearing a mask then. Alright, you break out of 2 Ultra Balls, it means that you don't want to be my friend, and I don't want to be your friend either. That's how we deal with you. And Coke. What, Coca-Cola? Good old Coca-Cola. The most toxic thing that you could probably ever put into your body. Oh, I want to check him first. No good. Alright, so we're almost halfway through. No signs of a shiny so far. Would be known in his community as the River Musketeer. Why river? Why would I be the River Musketeer? I don't want to see what is in front of you right now. Okay. Fair enough. Is it a chainsaw? Turns out it's a pizza. It's like, no! Ah! Pizza! I actually wouldn't mind a pizza. It's been a while since I've had a pizza. Probably going to have pizza sometime this week because I would like a pizza. Evil Coke. I should have put that together. I should have been like, oh yeah, that's probably what she's... I forgot that we were talking about that, so never mind. The Evil Coke. Make sure that I don't get run over by a truck. No, it do be toxic. It's like Coke is incredibly bad. You'd be safer drinking battery acid than you are Coke. It would probably do less damage to you. Do I want to go? No, I do not. You made a dirty joke yesterday and made your mum not speak. 5 hours. I wouldn't probably not be able to do that. Like, say a dirty joke in front of my mum and have her not speak to me for 5 hours. She probably wouldn't care. She'd just be like, okay, that was funny. I'll have to remember that one. I suppose it is Australia, though. And supposedly we're a bit different to the rest of the world. We're a little bit looser when it comes to stuff like that. We don't tend to give a rat's arse. Your mum used to laugh at yours. Well, I used to run around as a child telling adult jokes, and my parents used to encourage it. Check my daily box. I already did earlier. It's not great. Yeah, see, it's nothing spectacular. You think you shall ignore that advice? If you're gonna do coconut, your signature drink, call it Jimbo Juice. What's it gonna be? I don't know. Vodka and tequila, and then more vodka. Is that a good drink? No. No, just G Fuel mixed with vodka. Okay. That's okay. Fair enough, Miss Marina. Fair enough. Eggplant smoothie. You might be doing some live streams on your Moogle with your YouTube channel and say some pretty awful jokes on there. It's a good time. 69 CP. Hey, Dean, what's going on, man? Welcome in. Yeah, just remember, guys, that we try and keep it fairly family-friendly around here, given that it is Pokemon and all that sort of stuff, so try not to go too over the top. Don't mind you guys having fun and all that sort of stuff, but, you know, within reason, please. You're back. Flies. Bugs, not flies. I mean, they may as well be flies. The amount they're annoying me. They sung Kevin Bloody Wilson's song when we were 4 and 6. Well, I still remember when I was a kid. like in primary school, probably like 6 or 7 years old, running around singing Cypress Hill, like Insane in the Membrane and stuff like that. But that's just because I've got an older sister, and I was, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? My brain stops working all the time. It's not good. Yeah, just seen that stuff earlier. You know, had access to that stuff. Facts keep clean. Yeah, what's good? Did you end up getting your stuff working, Dean? For your account? You shan't shower and be dirt. Fair enough. Do I think it's even worth doing the Spotlight Hour? Well, supposedly, from what I read, the shiny is available, so I don't know. It depends on if the shiny is actually available or not. But the thing that I read for it was a non-official thing, but it was Dextro, and they're usually pretty good with their information. But yeah, I don't know. There's been no reports of it that I've seen. So we're just tapping and we're checking. If you do want double XP, it is double XP for catches tonight. So if you chuck on a lucky egg, get out there. It's worth it if you want to stock up on some XP. But yeah, I'm just out here basically seeing whether or not the shiny is available, because I mean, Cherrim did become available at the start of the sustainability week. So I guess we'll see. After Jimmy's stream, we're going to proceed to a prayer meeting to be hosted by... Really? Well, you guys might be waiting a while, because once I'm finished here, I will be going to the supermarket on the way home, and then going home and having dinner. And getting sort of script stuff ready for the video that I'm working on at the moment. So, yeah, I'll get to you guys when I'm ready. When I'm done with all that stuff. It may be at like 2 or 3 in the morning, but I mean, if you guys are still happy to wait around until then. Alright, 1000 CP on the bone. Like, let's get this. Good old 1000 CP. Honestly, Jimmy, you haven't tried again, but you think you may have stuffed it up the first time. Oh, okay. Well, it's worth giving him another shot, dude. I mean, stupid bloody Cherrim. Cherrim, rather, not Cherrim. Stop flying into my eyes. Oh my god, why? I need goggles or something. So these bugs flying into my eyes. No. Not that, Lachlan. Wait, no way, you just remembered you have your old phone still, and it has your account on it. You're being dumb. Dude, you said, you legit just remembered it just then. Well, I wouldn't say that you're dumb, just maybe forgetful. It's alright, I do that sort of stuff all the time. I wouldn't say that I'm dumb, I'm just, yeah, forgetful. Same thing. It's all good, you know, those things happen. Don't beat yourself up. But if it means that you can get back into your old account, dude, that's good. That's awesome. You gotta sing now, so he'll make the cut for Pokebuzz's inspiration. And I will always catch you. Is that good? You guys like that? You hope you can find us though. Yeah, fingers crossed, dude. Fingers crossed for you. You'll cry if you get it back. Yeah, well, Ooh, okay, that was not too bad. But the amount of work that you put into something like a Pogo account, it'd be a pain in the ass. So that's why I feel bad for Miss Murder for losing her account. And it's a little bit different when you lose it to spoofing or something like that. Because it's, it's been taken away permanently, at least in your position, you have a chance at getting it back. But also, that's also one of the risks that you run, unfortunately, when you do the spoofing thing. There is a chance that you will lose your account. Just hoping that one of these pops up as a shiny. Come on, little shiny. Just shouldn't have, yeah. Bugs. Please stop flying into my eyes. Your new account's higher level than mine is. But that's through my own. I mean, I could be at level 47 plus by now as well, if maybe I actually put some effort into leveling up. But we all know I have other things to do. This will be so good having your account if you find your own phone. Yeah, man. Where do you think you left it? Like your old phone. I always leave that sort of stuff. If it's not like broken and I don't have to throw it out, I'll always sort of like keep it handy, keep it in a cupboard or a drawer or something like that in case I ever need it. I just read like all these names. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? And they're like 9 cats. It's like, okay. Kitty cats. Negan is the crazy cat lady. I mean that in an endearing way, not in a derogatory. Just like, she's the crazy cat lady. She has lots of cats. Because you're so far ahead of with uni, you have been grinding with egg. Okay, cool. I'm a cat too. It's like, I'm not a crazy cat lady. I swear. I'm just like, yep. Reinforce that crazy cat lady. Hopefully you're not always like eating Whiskers. It's like, what's your favorite, Whiskers or Sylvester's, or what's some other type of cat food? I can't think of any type. Is there any other type of cat food other than... They're the only two that come to mind. Which do you prefer? Personally, I'm a Whiskers man. Love me some Whiskers on toast. Felix, of course, Felix. How could I forget Felix? Oh, and there's that other stuff that... what is it? It's like the divine choice or something like that, where they, there's always some, like, rich person's cat that's just being fed this stuff. Smitten. Dine. Yeah, dine. You can't type what you want to type. You're feeling censored, Miss Murder. That's okay. I mean, if it's naughty, then that's, probably for the best. We are, like I said, borderlining family friendly here. Keeping it within the realms of family friendly. Because remember, like, when Diana's on, she's sometimes watching with her daughter and stuff like that, which is, she's a young girl, so try and keep it within the realms of... But we can talk about cat food, that's okay. Whiskers on toast. Whiskers on toast with a side of orange juice. So nice. I highly recommend it, guys. Diana, I don't know, I saw her earlier, like on the Discord. She posted up that good morning and all that sort of stuff, so I assumed that she was awake, but she has not dropped in. You watch, she'll drop in like next 10 minutes, like just before the end of the stream. She'll be like, hello. Oh yeah, and if you guys haven't realized, the memberships are actually now live on the channel. So if you guys would like access to these epic emojis, and you would love to help support the channel and all that sort of stuff, consider becoming a member today. Oh yeah. It'll be totally worth your while. I'll do a little dance for you. For every member that joins, you get a private dance sent to you on the Discord server. I will record myself doing a little dance. It'll be like a TikTok dance or something like that. Oh, thank you, Negan. It actually worked. Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. You're always here supporting, just in general. So I do appreciate everybody. Dancing time. Oh yeah, damn it. I did say on the Discord server. She's not on the Discord server, so I win. She is on Twitter though, so. Just joined. Yes, thank you. So you got your little badge there. It's actually nice to see somebody with the badge next to the name. So you now are my second member. We have Chom as well. Chom joined the other day. He was my first one. But yeah, thanks guys. Much appreciated. So you, like I said, you have access to these awesome emojis now. No, you haven't tried to type it. You just know you won't want me to post it. Okay. Juice pouch. Yeah. Fair enough. Dance time. I need to do the robot like do 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 do. It's I can't. It's dark and. Is that a good enough dance? Do, 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 do. You can dance if you want to. Gonna do the safety dance. Hashtag broken booty. Is that like Brokeback Mountain Part 2? Broken booty. Oh no, she's green. She be the Hulk. Ding dong the bot. So it is. So it is. That's just great. The bot's always dead. I was mucking around with it the other day, so I must have accidentally turned it off or something like that. I have a tendency of turning things off. Botty rather, not booty. Broken botty. I'm sorry, I just read it as booty because, you know, that's on my man. Twirr. Now I'm going to actually change that to hashtag Elon Musk now. Or hashtag Space. Yeah. From now on, guys, if you want my Twitter, it's either going to be hashtag SpaceX or hashtag Tesla. Turning things off. Whoop, I almost walked into a tree. I must turn myself off. Unconsciously. Just... Got 15 minutes left, so unfortunately, it's really not looking like this shiny was available like I read that it could be, so that's unfortunate. I don't know, I was sort of half expecting it to not be available still, just quietly, but I was hoping, just hoping that maybe maybe they did decide to give us, because, you know, it would have made this Spotlight Hour actually interesting. I'm actually surprised, like, why didn't they make this Cherrim? Because, I mean, every other Spotlight, like, this would be the only Spotlight Hour that we've gotten that would be an evolved form Pokemon. Because every other one that we've gotten has been the first form of that Pokemon. So it's actually surprised that this wasn't a Cherrim Spotlight Hour. Ooh, 1499 CP. This, if the stats are distributed properly, might be... Ah! I had a feeling that one was going to run from me from some reason. Don't do that, man. Well, the stream will still be going. I'll just be laying on the ground unconscious for several minutes. Ah! Cherrim! Asros, can you tell me whether or not this is available? You should know. I mean, you are the god of Pokemon. But welcome in. Good to see you. Always nice when God's just hanging around in my streams. Am I still going to do an analysis? Yes. Who knows, a Pokemon Go dev might see it and report the findings. Yeah, nah. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Even if, where am I going? Oh, the path is all the way over here. Even if they did see it, they're not reporting anything to John Hank. You honestly think that they would bother reporting? Like, no. It's like, we could hope that something like that's going to happen, but no. Just no. I mean, they don't even listen to, like, Nick and Zoe and stuff like that, so it's like, yeah, no, they're not gonna... Oddish made sense for last week, though. Yeah. But like I said, this could have been Cherrim, not Cherrim. It's silly, because, like I said, this is the first time that we've gotten a Spotlight Hour that hasn't been first form, and if it was the first form, being Cherrim, it would actually be available as a shiny. So it's silly that this isn't. No worries, Lachlan. Also, the compensation, we still get the 3 hours as well. I mean, we still did the research. Like, I don't know. They were never going to give us, like, the full thing back again. That's just Niantic. Oh, damn it. I clicked you, man. You're holding one of the shinies now. Wait, for ransom, or just because you like to hold it? You're gently stroking him on the head. Like a Bond villain. You just got the shiny sitting there next to you. It's like, well, Mr. Smiggles, we meet again. $4.20 for Oddish is, yeah, somehow I don't think Niantic really played into that whole $4.20 thing, given that it's about something that isn't family friendly and all that sort of stuff, and it's the Pokémon Company, and the Pokémon Company would never be associated with something like that. So yeah, somehow I highly think that people are just putting 1 and 2 together and just like, oh, it's a bud Pokemon, so haha, $4.20, and it's a coincidence. It's one of those coincidences that just happened to happen. Because, yeah, no way would the Pokemon Company want themselves associated with that, so they wouldn't have let them do that. Because you got to remember that anything that happens, like any sort of events or stuff like that, they need to put it through the Pokemon Company first. Niantic don't just make these decisions by themselves. The Pokemon Company do a lot of the decision making for them. So when you're blaming Niantic for stuff all the time, remember that sometimes it's not actually them that's making stuff the way that it is. It's the actual Pokemon Company. So yeah, the whole like I did see that the whole 420 thing, but people were also saying, oh look, they also released the like shiny Cherubi and Cherrim and all that sort of stuff on the same date. It's 420, but it's like, it's Sustainability Week. Of course, they were going to release like grass type shinies and have grass type spotlight hours and all that sort of stuff. It was just a coincidence that Spotlight Hour happened to be on that actual date. You know, it changes every year, so yeah. People are just putting coincidences together, sort of thing. Well, then the bug that was hitting, hitting you on earlier, will have a chance. As we strive to improve community days, communication with community umbrella, we decided to terminate accounts. Starting with mine. Sorry guys, that's the end of the channel. Stream's over. When will they announce the next ones? Probably within the next few days. Like during the week. They'll announce everything sort of happening next month because we're getting close to the end of this month and all of these events and stuff. We've really only got a raid hour tomorrow and then the makeup event on the weekend for the execute thing in certain parts of the world, and that's it. Like, we're sort of done with this month's events, so it'll be sometime this week, I would assume. They usually do it at it's like in between midnight and 2 a.m. my time, so it may be tonight, but if not tonight, it'll be sometime this week, I would assume. Like, they've just announced the update to the mega system and all that sort of stuff, so they might have been wanting to do that first and then announce everything that's going to be happening next month, because they might do some event where that is tied in to something next month. It wouldn't surprise me, given that, it's a new feature that so they might want to, promote it a bit. So yeah, they probably wanted to wait until they had that done first, and then they can announce all of that stuff. You're excited for Spotlight Hours more than Com Days, and you need Shadow a lol. It depends on the Spotlight Hours. I mean, if Spotlight Hours have decent things and they're actually shinies that are available, then yeah, they're good. This month's Spotlight Hours, other than Bunnelby, they've been fairly average, honestly. Like, from my opinion, like, I didn't need Oddish or anything like that, so I didn't really care for Oddish Spotlight Hour. I know a lot of people did, so, it was still good because it was still a shiny that was available. But yeah, other than that, I mean, if this doesn't end up being shiny, which doesn't look like it, then yeah, it was like Bunnelby and Oddish were the only two for this month that were actually shiny. So we had 2 possible shinies and then 2 non-shinies. And that's just, it really sort of sucks the life out of a Spotlight Hour if the shiny's not available. Because it's just like, why am I out here? Like, sometimes the bonuses aren't even great. So it's like, you're out for an hour, not shiny hunting, you're not getting a great bonus. You're like, Like, tonight wouldn't have been too bad with the like double catch XP and stuff like that. The only problem is these are such a pain in the ass to catch. Like, every single one wants to break out of like 10 Pokeballs, and I'm not giving, 3 or 4 Ultra Balls to every single one of these things. That's just a waste. They're not worth that. worst Spotlight Hour except Bunnelby. Yeah, see, Bunnelby was actually good just because, you know, it was a shiny. Thought we got it, but... makeup event, they announced... Oop, almost walked into a tree again. I can't see any. They announced that earlier in the week, like sort of last week rather. So that's happening on Saturday. So from this Saturday, guys, from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m, I'll be out streaming the makeup event for the Execute research day that we had. So we'll hopefully actually get ourselves a shiny. You hate trying to... Yeah, that's why I'm not bothering with them, because it's just like, it's just a waste of Pokeballs, especially when they're all sitting at sort of that 1200 to 1500 CP range. It's like, yeah, nah. Not for double XP. If it was double Stardust, I'd probably be giving it more of a... First featured player, one who has walked a ton of KMs, revealed to be a spoofer eventually. You'll search the shiny shadow. You didn't get that time. Well, if we got ourselves a shiny Spinnerack here, that would be nice. I'm assuming that it is a Spinnerack nest at the moment. Alright, 4 more minutes. Trying to get this little shiny boy. That honestly doesn't look like it's available. I'll let you guys know either way. I'll post it up on the Discord and Twitter and stuff like that later on. I'll go through and do a bit of a search and see if anybody else did happen to come across one. And yeah, I'll let you guys know. Because if no one reports one, then obviously they weren't available. Next com day, you'll be hitting 5 million Stardust for the first time because of a 4x Stardust bonus. The star piece, you're stacking copy and rubbish. Nice. It's always nice to set yourself little goals like that, like Stardust goals is what I meant to say. I did the same. Like back when the game first sort of came out, I was like, all right, I'll get to 1 million Stardust. Once I've got 1 million Stardust, I'll spend some. I got to 1 million Stardust. I was like, you know what? I'll do it once I get to 2 million Stardust. Got to 2 million Stardust. I'm like, you know what? I'll get to 3 million Stardust and then spend a little bit. And then I just kept doing that and doing it and doing it. And everybody else is spending Stardust, like powering up Blissies and Snorlaxes and stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I won't waste my Stardust on that stuff. I'll just stockpile it. And now all of that stuff is like, you know, useless because all it does is defend. And I've got all this spare Stardust that I can just spend on like PvP Pokemon. So yeah, I'm sitting at sort of 17.5 mil. Yeah, just over 17.5 mil Stardust now. I'd probably have a lot more. Well, I would definitely have a lot more if I actually caught the majority of what I encounter. But like I say all the time, I'm doing more shiny checking these days than catching. So I don't tend to get Stardust out of that, unfortunately. Well, 2 minutes. You're thirsty for Stardust. We both are greedy for Stardust. Give me the dust. I need dust. Just racking up lines of Stardust. Just giving it to your Pokemon. Here, get this in ya. It'll make your battle better. I mean, essentially, that's what you're doing. You're using Stardust on your Pokemon to power them up, make them more powerful and all that sort of stuff. It's like, how exactly are these Pokemon, like, yeah, consuming this Stardust? Is it going up their nose by any chance? Or is it being sprinkled in their food? Or... How many level... No, I don't have any level 50 mons. You got to be at level 50 to have level 50 mons. Because it still works the same way that it did before you got to level 50. Level 40 rather. It's like you need to be at that level as well. There we go, guys. It is done. Next Mega Kangaskhan. Sorry, next Mega is most likely Kangaskhan. Oh, you don't need to... Oh, okay. Well, it's probably just because I don't need to worry about powering stuff up to level 50. I just assumed that you did. 5% of the player base, we decided to extend Tapu Bulu raids into next... You know... It's bad enough that we have them for 2 weeks. I mean, we have Landorus until next week, and then we have Tapu Fini for 2 weeks. And then, thankfully, that's the last one of the Guardians. So, hopefully after that, we'll get, like, Solgaleo or Lunala. At least they might be interesting to people, even though they won't be shiny. So, we will see. You don't have to be level 50? Okay. I just thought you did. So there you go. Meltan easiest to level 50. Yeah, well, I don't have any level 50 mons yet myself. Because again, that costs Stardust, and I'm cheap, okay? I'll admit it. I don't like spending Stardust. No, I don't. I'd only have a level 50 if I actually power something up to level 50, and I know that I haven't. My highest is Mewtwo. This is at level 40. Ain't nothing higher than him. Hey, Devesh, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Unfortunately, we did just finish our Spotlight Hour. We did not get a shiny, but we didn't know whether or not it was actually available as a shiny. I read that it was, but then people were saying that it wasn't, so it doesn't look like it is a shiny, unfortunately, guys, which is disappointing. This is something that I'm talking about in my video when I do make it, about the things that Niantic need to fix. Look at all the room that's here, and then for some reason, the Snubbull spawns right on top of the Amelga. It happens all the time with incense spawns. It's a little thing, but it annoys the shit out of me. And I'm definitely going to be letting Niantic know about it. Just be like, hey, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Honestly, you're okay with anything other than Tapu Poo Poo and Tapu Pee Pee. Like, it wouldn't have been so bad if they were shiny. Like, that's also another thing that I'm talking about in my videos, like in the video that I'm going to do. Like, when it comes to raids, interest in the game has dropped off enough that there's no point them releasing legendary raid bosses as non-shinies the first time around like they used to. Just because there's no interest in it, like, especially if they're going to keep it around for 2 weeks like they did with the Tapus. People just lose interest in it after a couple of days. They're like, I've raided this a couple of times. People are more interested in like shiny hunting than they are hundo hunting. So yeah, a lot of people just stop raiding it. There's no interest in it, and it's just 2 weeks of a raid boss that nobody wants to do. So in my opinion, they need to scrap that whole first run no shiny nonsense and just make it the shiny available like from the get-go, because it would make more sense in my opinion. It would make people a lot more interested in actually raiding stuff. Just over 500,000 Stardust. Damn, from level 1 to 50. Well, luckily, usually you don't have to power stuff up all the way from level 1. If you're lucky, you get stuff that's already sort of high leveled before you. So you could probably halve that. Thanks, Desmond. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shiny. I'm not sure whether or not the shiny was available. It looks like it wasn't. So yeah, we didn't get the shiny. Other than that, I mean, it went good. We were just clicking on stuff, hoping that it was going to pop up shiny. We didn't really catch too many, but it went well. It did go well. How you been, dude? Can Unfortunately, yeah, as I said, Desmond, I'm not sure. I read that it was supposed to be a shiny. Shiny Cherry is available in the game, but Cherrim is an evolution. And this is the first time that we've got an evolution in a Spotlight Hour. So people were assuming, I was assuming that it was going to be shiny, all that sort of stuff, but it doesn't look like it is, unfortunately. But I can't give you 100% yes or no at this point. I'll have to have a bit of a look later on Twitter and see if anybody actually did end up with one. And if they did, I'll let you guys know, sort of thing. Either way, I'll be like yes or no. And yeah, same thing, J15. I'll let you guys know. It's hard to tell. I'm leaning towards no, like it wasn't available. But yeah, like I said, I'll let you guys know, sort of thing. I'm happy to do a battle or two, guys. I do need to nick to the supermarket before it shuts. So yeah, I've only got time to do like a couple. If you want to send through a battle invite, have at it. You're leaning towards hell no. I mean, I was hoping. This supermarket. All right. There's a car. Ah, okay, fair enough. Send it through when you're ready. No worries, being a tad busy, but always trying to join the streams when I can. All good, Desmond. All good. I know you guys, have other stuff to do and lives to live and all that sort of stuff, so I know that you guys can't make it all the time, but I appreciate you dropping in, dude. Saying hello and all that stuff. Alright, a bit of Ultra League. I really need to go through and get rid of some of these Cherrims. I have way too many. Does this have? Okay, we'll go with. Why not? That and. What do we want to go with thirdly? That'll do. That looks like a decent team. Oh, you also need just 4 more EVXLs. Lunala versus Stompy. Not Lunala, Cresselia is what I meant. Lunala, Cresselia. Same things, they've both got moons, okay, for heads. They're cousins. Moony McMoonface. And friends. We'll tank it. We'll see what goes on. We'll see how much damage this does. Aurora Beam. Okay. That was worth tanking. Is that doing any damage to Giratina? I mean, can't really talk because, mine's not really doing any damage back as well, but still. It's just like, I see things happening, but I don't see anything actually happening. Hang on, Corey. Give me a second, dude, and I'll... is there a shiny? Unfortunately, we're not 100% sure. I'm leaning towards no. I read that it was supposed to be available, but then, yeah, apparently that was wrong. I didn't come across one, but I can't tell you 100% whether or not it is sort of available or not. So I'll have to do a bit of a look and see if anybody else did happen to come across one. But I'm leaning towards no, unfortunately. Come on, can we get one more off? Skiratina is just tanking. No worries, Corey. Yeah, because Cherubi is available. Like, people were assuming that it was going to be available, sort of thing. And that's why I read that supposedly it was going to be. But this is the first time that we've actually had a Spotlight Hour that was an evolved form for Pokemon. It wasn't sort of the base form. So unfortunately, yeah, it wasn't shiny. Mm. It's taken a while, but we're getting there. Slowly, 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 slowly. Do 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 do. Hydro. I was gonna say hopefully that's not gonna do enough damage, but that's okay. We still got good old slapper. Good thing is you're gonna use Aurora Beam, yeah? No Grass Knot. Okay. Either way, that actually you do have double shields. And it's frozen. Do 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 do. Oh, see, that's dodgy, man. It froze up, and for some reason, I should have been able to get to my charge, but it doesn't let me get to it in time. So that's really dodgy. That is one thing that they need to fix in this stupid game. Sorry, I was probably gonna lose it anyway because of the double shield. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm completely aware of the double shield. The lag was the one who used the Aurora Beam. It's all right. Like, didn't cost me the battle, sort of thing. It's just frustrating when it happens. All right, I've probably got time for like one more, guys, and then we can wrap it up. So we can go to the supermarket. Don't need my flashlights on anymore that I'm sitting in the car. Yeah, it's like, honestly, what probably cost me that battle was the second shield that I used with the Sceptile. And it's also Ultra League, and I don't do Ultra League because I don't have Pokemon set up for Ultra League. So none of these Pokemon have double move or like have been leveled up to. So just know that you're battling somebody that's not prepared for this. All right, it's not fair. Go Great League, because then at least I've got Pokemon. I don't really care as long as it's not like Master is the most boring. Like Ultra, I don't mind Ultra League. I just need to set more stuff up for it so I can actually do it properly. All right, that'll do. Hey, you got to level 47. Nice, dude. Congratulations. I will join you shortly. Once we actually win some of these battles, if I win this battle right here, I'm one step closer to leveling up, guys. That isn't a, a reason for you to let me win, but I'm just saying, if I do happen to win. It's a fairly even matchup at this point. Doing roughly the same amount of damage. Attack. You're still at level 39 for months now. Yeah, level 39 to 40 takes a long time just because you need like so much XP to do it. Like all the XP that you gathered just to get up to level 37 was only half of the XP that you actually needed. To do that last 2.5 levels, you needed sort of, again, that the exact same amount that it took you to get to level 37. So yeah, the last couple of levels took me a while to get through as well. I was going to say, hopefully I can get to this charge. It's just a shame that this has so little health. Still did enough damage. Not really to help me though. Ah, that is so dodgy. Needed to do like one little bit more damage, and that actually would have. So close to actually getting it there. And then it may have actually. Like, if I got you and I didn't lose so much health then, there was a chance that I possibly could have actually got this. Oh, that was so dodgy. Dude, you didn't have to. You had a shield. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have let me win. Like, you could have won that one, man. You didn't have to. Like, you should have shielded. Like, don't just let me win. But that was so close. It was just like that one hit of XP probably changed the outcome of that battle if you actually decided to win it instead of throwing it. But cheers. Ooh, Timber. Actually, I'm gonna do this because it's only got a minute left. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a remote raid pass, unfortunately. Does anybody want to do this while I'm jumping in? Because I actually do need a shiny Timber. So let me know before I. Unfortunately, Lethal, I don't think the bot is working tonight. I need to go into the thing and fix it. You have 120 Kangaskhan XLs. I don't know how many I've got, personally. I don't really keep track of that stuff. It's like, it keeps track of it for me. I don't need to worry about remembering all the numbers. Hopefully it'll come through in time, Instinct. So yeah, as soon as we're done with this, guys, I will wrap it up. So we can get to the supermarket. I still got a bit over half an hour, so we should be okay. Kangaskhan, good for a mega. It's going to be interesting to see how they do that, though. It's like, is it only going to be available in Australia, or are they going to make it that Kangaskhan is basically no longer a regional? and people can get it everywhere from doing it in the mega raids. I'm assuming that they're just going to make it available to everybody, just because why would Australia matter? Why do we need a regional? Damn, unfortunately, you didn't get the invite in Tiger or Instinct. Sorry, man. I tried. Yeah, there wasn't enough time to jump out. The raid was sort of finishing. I would have jumped out and resent them if I had time. Alrighty, let's see if we can finally get ourselves a shiny. I got the final strike. Come on, please get a shiny. It's been so long since I've actually got a shiny from a raid. It is not shiny. Such is my luck. Have a pineapple berry though. Hopefully it'll at least have decent IVs, and Lachlan, don't tell me. Let me figure it out myself, man. Unfortunately, Negan, it did not work. Maybe I should have put the shiny vibes in before I clicked on it. It would have worked. Is... No, that was a complete waste of my time. That is basically sitting on the floor. That is so bad. I can't even get a decent one of these things, man. I feel so shafted. Yeah, it's the same with Rockruff. Like, I just cannot get a decent one. Or a shiny. It's just making my soul hurt. Stupid game. Why do you not like me getting raid shinies? Alright, we'll quickly shiny check these little guys. 939 is a hundo. Oh. All good, man. Busy doing overseas lander Therian form raids. Thanks for chatting, laughing, and hanging out tonight. Good luck on the show. Cheers, man. I'm just going to get beers, so it's probably don't need to be. Yeah, actually, I probably do need a lot of luck for that one. There's always dangers that I face in the fragile of the fridge, the fragile of the fridge. The fridge aisle of the supermarket is what I meant to say. You know. Probably already had a few beers, eh? Sure sounds like it. No. Alright, guys. Sweet as. We'll wrap this one up here, and we'll be back tomorrow to host some Therian form raids for you. Or Therian Lander, I should say. For you guys from 6 p.m. onwards. We'll host them while they're still popping, for as long as they're popping. So yeah, if you guys want to get in, suggest getting in early, because it could be fairly busy. Hopefully it'll be fairly busy, given that it's a new shiny available, all that sort of stuff. Usually there. Don't fall in the freezer like I won't, man. Crowley. Do I want to trade? Unfortunately, Crowley, we can't trade in Pokemon Go unless you're within sort of like 100 meters of me. There's no distance trades. Otherwise, I would trade with you guys, but I can't, unfortunately. Kangaskhan is yeah, man, dude, how many people are playing in Papua New Guinea? Like, it's an Australian regional. Like, you don't need to be so semantic about that all the time, dude. It's an Australian regional. Catch you later, Negan. Thank you again for joining. Much appreciated. You did not know that. Well, there you go. Someone didn't learn that though. Like Papua New Guinea is basically like on Australia's doorstep, sort of thing. Like it's closer to Australia than New Zealand is actually. But as I just said, it's like nobody's really playing in Papua New Guinea. I highly doubt that there's a very large community of Pokemon players in Papua New Guinea. So I mean, it's essentially an Australian regional, and the only reason why it would be available there is because kangaroos, well, not so much kangaroos, but wallabies are actually in Papua New Guinea as well. So there you go, guys. A little bit of a geography lesson for you guys on top of it. But yeah, sweet as. We'll be back tomorrow to host some raids, and then after that, there is like the makeup event on Saturday and all that sort of stuff. So we got some stuff to do this week, and I will also have a video out for you guys later in the week as well. So I'm going to go home and work on that stuff now, and go to the supermarket and all of that stuff. So peace out, guys. Thank you for joining in. Enjoy your morning, evening, noon, or night, wherever you are in this tiny little planet that we live in, that we think is so gigantic, but it's not. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So stay safe, happy hunting, good luck. Hopefully you guys will get the shiny that we don't know is available or not, but if it is, hopefully you guys will get it. Until then, yeah, sweet as. Have a good night, guys. Send them shiny vibes and some buys. Bye. Oh yeah, and remember to hit that like button and everything on the way out as well, guys. It does help.